Most of people eat corn every day or almost every meal, but we don't know that we are eating corn because corn were processed into many forms. Mainly it will be sugar or corn syrup or starch or all kind of processed food contain corn in there. So to eat processed corn is not very fun, but grow your own corn is fun. The sweet corn, when it dry like this, it will be very flat and wrinkled. But the glutinous corn is fat and shiny. It look very nice like this. Growing corn is very easy. The first thing we need to get the corn kernel or corn seed that dry very well, and then prepare the bed very well. Till the soil a little bit, and then we can bury the seed of corn in the bed. At least 1 inches, that's good. After we put the seed in the ground and water, it takes only 1 week. They will sprout and come up like this. They grow very fast. Corn is a kind of plant that we can grow all year round as long as we have enough moisture for them. They grow fast. But the main problem of corn is bugs like to eat the young shoot. So it's good to grow many things together. Sometimes we let the corn grow with a lot of grass, and until they tall enough, we can control the grass. That is the way to control bugs like a locust or cricket that like to eat corn. But when corn grow big enough like this, they cannot eat them anymore. So we can control weed by use a lot of straw to cover all the grass down. So the corn will grow well after that. And then it's important to grow a lot of them in one area because they can pollinate themselves very well. Because if they have flowers like this, the pollen from the flowers will drop into the hair on top of the corn like this. This hair is represent 1 kernel of corn. So each hair need to get the pollen from the flowers. If one of them did not get the pollen, there's no seed. It will be like empty space in the corn cob. So when we grow many of them together, that means they have more chance to be pollinated. So it's good. It's important to grow many of them together. After that, after they pollinate, they will be very fat. So the flowers of corn in the beginning, they will come up like this, and you can see the pollen. The flower will bloom a little bit, and then the pollen will be very fine dust will fall down, and then it will drop on the hair, the fresh hair of the corn. The young hair of corns will be very sticky. It's ready to grab any pollen that drop from the flowers, or the wind blow, the pollen fall, and then the sticky one will catch the pollen, and then they start to pollinate inside easily. There are many different kinds of corn. Some of them can be light green color, some of them can be brown color, some of them can be pink color. There are so many different kinds of corn. It's not the same. But after they pollinated, the hair will dry up like this, and then the corn cob will be bigger and bigger. When is good time to harvest the corn? When the corn cob look fat and big like this, and the hair on top of the corn look very dry. Sometimes it's worth to open it to see the kernel inside. If it's fat enough, that's good to eat. If it's too young, maybe not very good to harvest them. Sweet corn we have to eat when it's fresh and young like this, but it's different from the corn for eating starch. Like this one we need to wet until it dry. This kind of corn is the corn that we make starch from it. So we let it dry, totally dry like this, and then we can harvest them. And then after that we can take the kernel out of the cob, and then we grind into starch or flour, and then we can eat them. So the corn for eating starch we can eat when it's young also, but it's not sweet. It's good, tastes in different way. So we eat young, all kind of corn is okay. So most of the corn, the way we eat them, we just boil them or grill them. Either way is fine. But we like to eat grilled corn like this because it gets very good smell, good flavors. All kind of corn can be eaten fresh. Don't need to cook them. When we eat it fresh, it will be very sweet. All kind of sweet corn we have to eat as fast as we can after we pick them from the trees, because if we leave them more than 2 nights, the sweetness will be decreased. It will change sugar into starch if it's not sweet, or it will be very bland after that. So eat fast is important. Fresh corn is so delicious. We can cook into many different kind of food. We can make soup, we can boil them, steam them, you can make into tortilla, make in anything. We can do so many things with corn, and then it's the best if we can grow corn ourselves because it tastes better. All processed corn in the market is not very good because it contains something is not food in there too. So it's worth it to grow corn and eat our own corn.